A tribute to teachers. This tribute to teachers was written by nationally acclaimed slam poet Taylor Mali, and I edited it to give it a G rating. If you're unfamiliar, a slam poem is a poem that makes its point with major attitude. It's like a story, and I'm in the story. I'm at a dinner party in mixed company, and one of those know-it-all types decides to put down teachers. So I decide to put him in his place. Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Mali's What Teachers Make. He says, the problem with teachers is, what's a kid going to learn from somebody who decided that his best option in life was to become a teacher? And he reminds the dinner guests that it's true what they say about teachers, those who can do and those who can't teach. I bite my tongue. Instead of his, and resist the urge to tell the dinner guests that it's also true what they say about Wall Street. Because after all, this is supposed to be polite dinner conversation. He says, I mean, Buzz, you're a teacher. Come on, be honest. What do you make? And I wish he hadn't done that. Ask me to be honest, because you see, I have this little policy with my students about honesty. And if you ask for it, I let you have it. You want to know what I make? I make kids work harder than they ever thought they could. I can make a C+ feel like a Congressional Medal of Honor, and an A- feel like a slap in the face. How dare you waste my time with anything less than your very best? I make kids sit through 90-minute exams in absolute silence. No, you may not work in groups. No, I can't give you the answer, so put your hand down. Why won't I let you go to the bathroom? Because you're bored, and you really don't have to go, do you? I make parents cringe when I call home around dinner time. Hi, Mr. Williams here. Hope I haven't called it a bad time. I just wanted to tell you something your son said today in class. To the biggest bully in the school, he said, hey, leave that kid alone. I still cry sometimes, don't you? And it was the noblest act of courage I had seen all year. I make parents see their children for who they are and who they can be. You want to know what I make? I make kids wonder. I make them question. I make them criticize. I make them apologize and mean it. I make them write, and then I make them read, and then I make them spell. Definitely beautiful, definitely beautiful, definitely beautiful. Definitely beautiful, until they will never misspell either of those words again. I make them show all their work in math class and hide it on their final drafts in English. I make them realize that if you've got this and you follow this, and if anybody tries to judge you based on what you make, you give them this. Let me break it down for you so you know what I say is true. I make a difference. Now, what about you?